Hi, good morning, happy wake and bake. Welcome to Poetry and Prophecies. Cause why not? Take your pills. Get your imaginary scrunchy watch. Take your pills. Okay. We are torn between we have keep other people alive juice, which I had to add. Now there's the new stuff, so I'm not sure because it's keep me alive stuff. So maybe keep us alive because really you're other people, right? No, it'd be the other people I live with, right? So keep keep we alive juice, right? Or the actual keep you alive juice, which I did not make because I wanted to try the keep us alive juice, right? So we are on Psalm 128, but it's really short, and so are the next three. It would be one, two. So these three psalms are really short. So I'm going to read all of them in rapid succession. I'm just kidding. Nothing I do is rapid. Except for cryptograms. Those are rapid. So, Psalm 128 is called Song of Ascents. And the lady said, that means to go up. So ascend must be going up, the actual going up. And ascent means going to going up. So, we're just going to assume that lady's right because I don't feel like using Google right now. Because I don't know if it would even understand what the fuck. You know what? Because it understood me yesterday, so I think it's the way I asked the question. Hold on. What's the difference between ascent and ascend? What's the difference between event? Hold on. What does it say? What's the difference between event and ascent? Oh my god. See, life. Okay. No. C. No, only one C. SCENTS and A SCEND. Okay. Ascent can mean a climb, a high place, advancement, or progress. That's the ASC. Okay. And okay. What does ascend mean? Okay. Now, it doesn't tell you what ascend means. What does ascend mean?
Here's the definition. definition of ascend? Go up or climb.
Okay, so ascent is going up. It's climbing. So when they're climbing the mountain, this is what they're singing. Although, again, I don't know how you would sing this. There's only one psalm so far that I found that is actually sung, and it's coming shortly, and I know the rhythm to it. I don't know if I can sing it, but I can at least rhythm it, right? I can. Never mind, because it's coming up, and I don't want to ruin it. Although I want to ruin it, but I'm not going to. Okay, so how blessed is everyone who fears the Lord, who walks in his ways. When you shall eat the fruit of your hands, you will be happy. It will be well with you. Your wife shall be like a fruitful vine, unless she's Nikki. Within your house, your children like olive plants, except for have you met the freaks? Around your table, behold, for thus shall the man be blessed who fears the Lord. Yeah! Yeah, except for Dawson. The Lord bless you from Mount Zion, city of David. And may you see the prosperity of Jerusalem all the days of your life. Indeed, may you see your children's children. Peace be upon Israel. My grandma has seen her children, her children's children, her children's children's children. 3 generations of people. My grandma has seen 3 of them. And Psalm 129. It says, many times they have persecuted me from my youth up. Let Israel now say, many times they have persecuted me from my youth up. Yet they have not prevailed against me. The plowers plowed upon my back. That seems like it would really fucking hurt. They lengthened their furrows. I don't know. The Lord is righteous. He has cut he had cut into the cords of the wicked. May all who hate Zion, city of David, be put to shame and turned backward. Let them be like grass upon the housetops. When did roofs become grass? When was that a thing? I'm sure that was a thing, but I never heard of that before. Which withers before it grows up, with which the reaper does not fill his hand, or the binder, binder, I don't know what that word is, of sheaves in his bosom, nor do those who pass by. The blessing of the Lord be upon you. We bless you in the name of the Lord. What? Let him be Okay. So he's wishing good on the haters. Is that what that is? He's wishing good on the haters. That's pretty interesting, right? Okay. And this is a song of ascents. And it says, out of the depths I have cried to thee, O Lord, Lord, hear my voice. Let thine ears be attentive to the voice of my supplications. If thou, Lord, should mark in iniquities, I knew that word. I don't know what the fuck. Okay. If you, Lord, should mark iniquities, O Lord, who could stand? But there is forgiveness in you, that you may be feared. I am so fucking retarded. Did you see that? I was trying to open the bottom of this. I am just so right now. Forgiveness with thee. I wait for the Lord. My soul does wait, and in his word do I hope. My soul waits for the Lord, more than the watchman for the morning. Indeed, more than the watchman for the morning. Interesting. O Israel, hope in the Lord, for with the Lord there is loving kindness, and with him is abundant redemption. And he will redeem Israel from all his iniquities. Cool. Cool. Okay. So that was Psalm 128 to 130. 128 to 130. And then we're going to Judith. We're going to Judith. Judith 5. Judith 5. So give me 1 second. I'm going to find out on my computer. Hold on. Okay. We're on Judith chapter 5. And this is called a Kior. It's spelled like a choir. But I don't think that's how you say it, because it has the letter K in it. So, would it be a choir? A core? A quior? I don't know. I don't know how to say it. But it says it's that word in the Assyrian War Council. When does that become a thing? Okay. So, let's see. It was reported to Holofernes, the ranking general of the Assyrian forces. It was reported to Holofernes, the ranking general of the Assyrian forces, that so that somebody told Holofernes that the Israelites were ready for battle, and they had blocked the mountain passes, fortified the hilltops, and placed roadblocks in the plains. See, that's what I was saying. Dude, that was dangerous as fuck, Joachim. That's crazy. That was the craziest fucking thing. In great anger, he summoned all the rulers of Moab. I thought you just killed them, you dumbass. What the fuck? The governors of Ammon and all the satraps of the coastline that you just killed. Really? Really? This. What is this? Okay. He said to me, now tell me, all you Canaanites. See, I'm telling you, it's Canaanites, right? Canaanites. See, but I don't think it's said like that. I don't think it's said like that. What sort of people is this that lives in the hill? What kind of people is this that live in the hill country? Which cities do they inhabit? Now, large is their force. What does their power and strength consist? Who has set himself up as their king and the leader of this army? Ooh, we're going to find out where we're at in the story. Maybe they'll tell who the king is, right? Because we'll know what part of the story we're in by the name of this king. Hopefully. Okay. We're just going to call it Achior. Okay. Why have they alone of all the inhabitants of the West refused to come out and meet me? Bitch, because it's like, come get some. Come get some. Yeah. Bitch, come get it. We got that ass. Okay. Okay. So, Achior is somebody's name. Okay. So, I guess... Okay. Then Achior, the leader of all the Ammonites, Ammonites, said to him, my lord, please listen to a report from your servant. I will tell you the truth about this people, because they beat my ass constantly. You don't want them hands. You don't want them hands. Okay, so I will tell you the truth about the people that live in the hill country near here. No lie. I ain't gonna tell you no fucking lie, because I'm telling you. You don't want them hands. It doesn't say that. I said that. Okay. These people are the descendants of the Chaldeans. That's what the fuck I said. Abraham is a Chaldean. He comes from their land. Yeah, Abraham is definitely a Chaldean. Anyway. They formerly lived in Mesopotamia, for they did not wish... Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not. Listen. They formerly lived in Mesopotamia, for they did not wish to follow the gods of their ancestor who were in the land of the Chaldeans. That's not exactly what happened, because God told Abraham, you gotta fucking go, dog. Since they abandoned the way of their ancestors and worshiped the God of heaven, because he told them, come get some. the God whom they had come to know. Their ancestors expelled them from the presence of their gods. So they fled to Mesopotamia and lived there a long time. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Their God told them to leave the place where they were living and go to the land of Canaan. That did happen. But he didn't tell them, he told Abraham. Okay. Here they settled and grew very rich in gold and silver and a great abundance of livestock after they were defeated a bunch of times. Later, when famine had gripped the land of Canaan, they went down into Egypt. They stayed there as long as they found. That is not what happened. That is not what happened. Okay. First off, the Pharaoh, invited Jacob to live there. And they were okay. Keep reading. Okay. So they lived there as long as they found sustenance, and they grew into a great multitude, that the number of their people could not be counted. The king of Egypt, however, rose up against them and shrewdly forced them into labor at brickmaking. They were oppressed and made into slaves, but they cried to their God, and he struck the whole land of Egypt with plagues for which there was no remedy. So the Egyptians drove them out. Then God dried up the Red Sea before them and led them along the route of Sinai and Kadesh Barnea. They drove out all the inhabitants of the wilderness. They didn't drive them out. They straight wrecked those people. They steady wrecked them all the time. And they settled in the land of the Amorites. By their strength, they destroyed all the Heshbonites, crossed the Jordan, and took possession of all the hill country. They drove out before them the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, and the Shechemites, and all the Girgasites, Girgasites, and lived there a long time. As long as the Israelites did not sin in the sight of their God, they prospered, for their God hates wickedness was with them. Until he wasn't, and then he was again, and then he wasn't. Listen, big guy, why don't you ever make him work for it? If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it, right? Why? Should have made him work for it. But when they abandoned the way he had prescribed for them, they were utterly destroyed by frequent wars and finally taken as captives into foreign lands. The temple of their God was razed to the ground, and their cities were occupied by their enemies. But now they have returned to their God and have not come back from the diaspora. What is that? We're going to ask Google. What does diaspora mean?
Here's the definition of diaspora: the dispersion or spread of a people from their original homeland.
Oh, okay. That's one way to make that not so long. They had just came back from there. Oh, right there. Where they were scattered. They have reclaimed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and have settled again in the hill country because it was unoccupied. No, that is kind of not true, because they had that first. Oh, that was theirs first. Okay. So now, my Master and Lord, if these people are inadvertently at fault, or they are sinning against their God, and if we verify this offense of ours, then we will be able to go up and conquer them. But if they are not a guilty nation, then let my Lord keep his distance. Otherwise, their God will shield them, and we will be mocked in the eyes of all the earth. Oh, here we go. Here we go. When Achior had finished saying these things, all the people standing around the tent murmured, and the officers of Holofernes and all the inhabitants of the east coast and Moab alike said he should be cut into pieces. We are not afraid of the Israelites, they said, for they are a powerless people and incapable of a strong defense. Therefore, let us attack Master Holofernes. They will become fodder for your great army. Ooh, you want to come get them hands? They want to go get them hands. So tomorrow we're going to read about, I don't know what we're going to read about, but we're just going to assume it's going to be some great shit. Yeah. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, so thank you for watching. That was Psalm 28 through 30 and Judith 5. So, thank you for watching. Have the greatest day ever. Hold on. Thank you for watching. I love you, and have the greatest day ever. Oh, and take your pills.